Hello everyone, greetings from Technical Cloud Knowledge, and again this side Shekha with the another lecture on Linux. So this is the lecture number 7 on of our Linux series. Basically in this lecture we will gonna discuss the touch command in depth. Okay, so we will gonna discuss what is the command syntax and what is the touch command and what are the roles and responsibilities of the touch command and what are the main duties of touch command. And we will also run many commands on Linux server. Okay, so for that, to avoid missing any necessary point regarding the touch command, you need to watch the full video and you need to update it and connect it with me till the end so that you will not miss any necessary point. Okay, so let's begin with the touch command first. So basically, what is the touch command and what are the main duties of touch command? Okay, so basically the touch command is refers to like it will create a blank file. It will create, first of all, it will fire like if you want to run any command on your Linux server and if you want to find any file, then you will run the touch command. Okay, it will identify the file on which location or in which path it is in the file has been, and if the file does not exist, it will create a blank file. So okay, this is the touch command, and what does basically it will do? The touch command has its two duties. Okay, so first one is the primary duty and the second one is the secondary duty. Let me write it there as well for the better understanding. Okay, so the first duty is the primary duty. Okay, and the second one is the secondary duty. Okay, so what happens in the primary duty? Basically, in the primary duty, touch command will, suppose if you are running any command, if you want to find any file on your Linux server, what would you run? You will run the command touch with the file name, along with the file name. Okay, so for that, touch command will identify the file in which, like, if the file is exist on that particular location or on the particular path, then it will give you the file. It will show you the file. Okay, and if the file exists, then it will, what happen in the primary duty, basically it will change the, it will update the time system of the file. It will change the access time, the modification time, and the time system of the file. Okay, so basically what happens in the primary duty, it will change the time system of that file if the file exists on that particular location or the path. Okay, and in the secondary duty, what happens? Basically in the secondary duty, what happens, if the file does not exist, then it will create a blank file with the same name, okay. So it happens in the secondary file, it will create a blank file with the same name, and in the primary duty it will find the file and will change the time system of that file. Okay, so I think you all are clear with both of the duties of the touch command. Okay, so now let's understand why does the, like, why what kind of duties in the primary has been, like, as I have been mentioning, why does the need of time system update, why do we need update it in time system? So basically, suppose on my Linux server, I am running an application, and on my application I have some credentials which I have been stored or saved in any file in any particular path. Okay, and in that particular path there is a time limit. There is a, I have mentioning, like, will my the credential which I'm saving on the particular path or the file has time limit. After some time it will revoke, like the access will be revoked by its own. Okay, and the time limit has been based on my file time system. Okay, which has been created by me or which has been running by the command touch. Okay, so I have been created this kind of credentials which has been stored in a file. And suppose, and if I want to go somewhere and I know that my credentials information will be, the time limit will be ending soon, and by maybe tomorrow or by uh, maybe the day after tomorrow. Okay, now I want the time system should be renewed. I want that a time system should be will be revoked, like, or will be renewed for some days more. So what I will do, I will change the, I will adjust the time system of that file. Okay, so for that I will run the command touch. That's why we need time system updation. Okay, so that how we can like update the time system of any file, if how in much time, like how much time we need, how much time limit we want to give to the file, so that the credential will be safe in a safer place. Okay, so that's why we need time system update. Okay, I think you all are clear with the primary duty as well as the secondary duty, and why do we need that time system update. Okay, so let understand it in a better way through the practical. Let's open the VMware workstation. Wait a minute. Let's open the VMware workstation and terminal. Okay. Open the terminal. Okay, so first let's run the pwd command. So right now I'm at the root directory, which is the home directory of the root user, and after that I have run the ls command, which will list all the content in that root directory. So as you can see, all these files and the directories will come under the root directory. Okay, so now let's run the touch. We want to see that the file is exist or not. So let's check. The file is not exist, has not already been exist. That's why it is created the new file in which the access, modification as well as the changing time all are same. Okay, so that's how it is the secondary duty of the touch command. Let's do with the first one, which is the primary duty. Suppose now the file cloud knowledge has been exist. Now what does we do? We will change the access of time of the file. First, let me tell you what is the access time, what is the modification time, and what is the change time of the file. Okay, as you all can see that the access time is showing there, and the modification time and the change time. What does the access time refer? Basically, the access time refer through which the terminal, through which the file has been accessed or opened. Okay, so it is the access time. I am the user, through by me the file has been opened or accessed. That's the access time of the file. And the modification time, what does the modification time refers? Basically, the modification time refers when we do any changes in the file, when we do any modification in the file, it will refer the modification time, or the editing or the changes happen in the file, that is the modification time. And the changes time will refer when we do any changes in the access as well as in the modification time, will both refer to the changes time. We do any changes in the access as well as in the modification time, will affect the change time, and that's why that change time will change according to that. Suppose if I have made changes only in the access time, then what would be the change time? It will also change, okay, according to the access time, because we have made changes in the access time. So in the same case, if we made changes in the modification time, the same happens with the change time. It will also change because we have made changes in the modification time too. That's why the access and the modification time changes will affect the changes time. Okay, so let me write it there as well, so that you will get a better understanding of access, modification and changes time. Access time refers to the time changes access by the user. Okay, whenever the user access the file, okay, it will show the access time. Modification time will refer the changes or the identification happen in the file. Okay, and the last one, the changes time refers the changes or any modification or any kind of modifications happens in both access as well as the modification. affect करता है changes time, will affect the changes time. Okay, so I think you all are clear with the access, modification and changes time. So now let's move to, if I want to change the access time of any file, what kind of command would I run? Basically for that I would run the command touch -a cloud knowledge along with the file. After that you need to run state cloud knowledge. Basically why does the state use? Basically state used for to change the time system, file time system. Okay, that's why we use state along with the file name. So as you all can see, the access time will be changed. Okay, and the changes time is also changed because we have made changes in the access time. Same goes with the modification time. We will run the command touch -m for modification and -a for access along with the file name. Okay, so as you can see, the modification time has been changed and the changes time. So that's how we will do access and the modification time changes in the file. Now I want that will do the both changes in the together. I want that both changes, access and the modification, I want to change in the access and the modification time all together. So what kind of command would I run? I would run touch -a m along with the file name. Okay, so as you can see, all these three are same because we have made changes all together. Okay, after that we can run in this way as well. We can run the command in another way as well. For that we will use touch -a -m along with the file name. Okay, that is okay. We can do in that way as well. So we are I think you all are clear with the access, modification and both together. Okay, so we can make changes like that. So now if I want to make changes, like if I want to create a link of a directory and I want to make changes in the link as well, so what kind of command would I run? I would run for that. So let's make a link first. We will make cloud knowledge link knowledge. Okay, so wait a minute. For link we will run touch -h along with the link name. Okay, so you can see the access, modification and changing time of the link as well. Okay, it will showing that inode number as well as the link. Okay, it is one link, that's why it is showing. By default it has one link. Okay, so now as it is showing as well. So now I think you all are clear with the how to change the access and the modification time of a link as well. Okay, so that's how we do. Suppose if I want to make changes in I want that so suppose let's assume that I have two files. Okay, okay, I want that both files access and the modification time will be same. For that, what kind of command I can run? For that I will run this command which I'm going to mentioning right now. Suppose you have two files, touch, first let's run the pwd command. We are at the root directory, then run ls. Okay, so as we can see that there are two files, cloud knowledge and two files are cloud knowledge and cloud knowledge. Okay, so let's make changes. First let's create another file. Okay, touch, then system. Okay, so right now I have done the secondary duty of touch command. Now we will make changes. We will do the same access and the modification time of both system file as well as the cloud knowledge file. Okay, so for that we will run first touch hyphen am system. Okay, then we will give reference to cloud knowledge file to system file, so that access and the modification time of both the files would be same. Okay, for that we will run hyphen along with hyphen touch along with hyphen r, then files name. First run state cloud knowledge, then run state system. Okay, as you can see, the access and the modification time of both the files are same, but the changes time are different because the changes happens at particular time at the time set. Okay, that's why they are different changes time, but the access and the modification time which we want is same. Okay, so now I think you all are clear with that. What is the access time, what's the modification time, how to make changes in access and the modification time, how to how to check the make changes in access and the modification time of a file, and how to make the same, how to create the same access and the modification time of two files. Okay, so I think you all are clear with that. Now let's move how we can change the custom, how we can set the custom time of a file. For that we need to run the command touch hyphen t along with the file name. Okay, for that we need to run touch hyphen t along with year, then month, then date, and then time. Let's suppose this is the time, and then the file. Okay, you need to write in this format so that you will get the custom time. Okay. So that's how we will do the custom time. We will change the custom time. As you can see, the format which I have been mentioned over the in the while running the command is showing in the access and the modification time as well, like the year, the date, and the month, and the date and the time as usual. Okay, so now we can, that's how we will do the custom. We will set the custom time of a file, and in the same way we can set the custom date of the file as well. For that we need to run the command touch hyphen d. First let's run the date command so that we can know what is the date, current date of. Okay, so that we get the date. Now we will run the command touch along with hyphen d, in the semicolon we will put this date which has been mentioned above by running the date command, and after that we will write the file name. We will put this date first. Let's copy this date. Okay, copy, and then we will put it under the semicolon, inverted commas. So yeah, that's how we will do. Then state cloud knowledge. So that's how we will do the custom date as well, change the custom date. Okay, so I think you all are clear with that as well. So we can, that's how we will do the primary duty. We can change the access and the modification time. We can set custom time as well as the custom date of a file. That's how we will do the primary duty of the touch command. Now let's move to the secondary duty of the touch command. What is the secondary duty, which I have been mentioned earlier as well? The secondary duty of the touch command is to create a file with the exact name if the file does not exist. Suppose I have a file. If I want to create a file, suppose I want to check the access and the modification time of a file name Shikha. Okay, but the file does not exist. So what will the touch command would do? Touch command will create the same file. Okay, will create the blank file with the same name Shikha. Okay, so this is the secondary duty of the touch command. But before, let's understand, if I want to change the access time of a file, but I don't want that the file to be created if the file does not exist. So what kind of command would I run? I would run touch -a to change the access time of a file, and along with the hyphen -c. -c is used so that if I don't want any file, if the file does not exist, any file would be created after that. That's why we are using c, so that, and if the file does not exist, the file does not will be created by the touch command along with the file name. Okay, so let's check. See, what is showing? No such file or directory. So now there is no such file or directory, so that's how we can't create the, like, we can't change the access time of that file. Same goes with the modification time as well. We can do such thing. Okay, so yeah, it happens same. It will show the error, no such file or directory. But if you do, like, now if we will do the secondary duty of touch command, we will just write touch along with the file name. See, it will create a blank file of the name Shikha. Okay, so as you can see, now the file has been created. Now the file is exist by because the touch command has been created the file yet. Okay, so that's how we will do the secondary duty of the touch command. You can make another file like how, like, okay, so that's how the secondary duty of the touch command will happens. Now if you want to know more about touch command, you can run touch -help. Okay, so that you can run about the options of the touch command and the arguments, which is mandatory. And after that, if you know more in detail, then you can run man space touch, this one. Okay, then you will find each and every argument in depth. Okay, so for that you can simply just quit if you want to back. Okay, so this is the touch command, and I hope you all are able to understand it in depth, and it will also clear your doubt regarding the touch command and what are the duties of touch command. So I think you all are clear with that as well. And even that, if you find any queries, or if you like get any queries or issues regarding the touch command, you can comment me down, and we will again meet soon. Let's wrap up the lecture here. This is the lecture number 7 of touch command, and we will meet soon with another lecture of our Linux series. So till then, stay in touch and connected with Shekha, as well as with our channel Technical Cloud Knowledge. And that's it for today.